Hi, Rec187 here. I'm back on the road to Cheux with the 9th Cameronians, and we are clearing out nation pulpit from some fanatical Hitler youth. So picking up where we left off in the last episode, we are just about to have a fire mission down of our mortars, kind of on this clustered on this central location. Also been building up a force to kind of try a bit of a flanking maneuver. I'm doing a few tweaks of orders, so it's been a couple of days since I recorded the last video and I've kind of refreshed what's going on and tweaked a few orders. So I've essentially grabbed everyone who's in this area to kind of build up my flanking force. I had been talking about sending these guys over to the truck for some ammo, but although it does list some here, there's none left, and it's cash that you can pick up, so that wouldn't actually do me any good. Other main factors our decision is I'm grabbing this anti-tank team and I'm going to bring them round for the flank. I've been thinking about this kind of frontal approach, and it's not a huge likelihood of success. So between the suppressed fire, the fact we're facing a stug, and the distance, it's not great. Actually, if I can get some guys around in behind it, much higher chance of actually taking the vehicle out. Vehicle, taking it out. So we're going to do that. Might take a little bit of time to get around there, but I think it'll be okay. Meantime, I'm just going to stick these guys into a building just so they're a bit more protected. We'll bring them in there to help some suppressed fire on this building. But that's okay. We've got a few guys here ready to kind of push into this central bit after the mortar strike. I think we're just about to hit the actual fire mission, but we'll wait and see. Yeah, aside from that, Brain Carrier will move forward with fire as per the mission. As per the orders issued at the end of the last video. I think there's nothing much more left but to crack on with this. Okay, so that's them. We should just be starting their fire mission. Hopefully we'll get some reasonable damage in here. Like I said, we won't do too much, cause many casualties to guys inside buildings, but we'll catch it if there's anyone still floating around these areas. And if we're very lucky, a wayward shell might even hit the stug. If we're unlucky, one will hit our Brain Carrier or our teams behind this hedge. But it will also hopefully suppress these guys enough to allow our kind of flanking team to push around. Yeah, he's going to be having a bad day. Considering that's our target area, you can see just how far away the mortars can hit. Not the most accurate. Alright, these guys seem to be on the move. No, their icon moved, but perhaps it was just a trick of a light. Right, my last 5 seconds. Oh no, one of them's definitely legging it. He's going into this building here, it looks like. Okay, so we'll have to be aware of that these two survivors are going to be in here for us to deal with at some point. Good to know. Okay, and that's it. Too much happening there, so we'll jump into the command phase and we'll get ready to start pushing these chaps across. Start with this team, can just come around to here. I will throw maybe a slight pause on these guys, just in case they do attract fire from somewhere. I don't want them to be all standing in one massive group. We'll get this solo guy to go first. Push fairly far down this road. So this is, admittedly, not the most sensible way. I mean, this is quite a large flanking maneuver, going quite large distances with not huge checks of what's ahead of us. Do have to be a little bit, I suppose, up front here. In that I mentioned in the last video, the fact that I had played out this scenario in my live stream, and I was kind of replaying some of it. And unfortunately, doing that, you get knowledge which you shouldn't have, which is why I generally don't like playing save points. But anyway, that's where we are. So unfortunately, I know for a fact that there are no Germans hiding in these houses at the back right, which gives me a little bit more freedom of movement. So it's a little bit gamey that I can make such a bold play without having scouted out originally. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, I can't forget the things I already know. Hopeful that, yes, so this guy is now medicing the anti-tank. However, given that he's already got a Sten gun, he may or may not pick up that Piet, so we'll see. And if he does, it's good, it means he can then take some pot shots at front of that stuff. So that's really the ideal scenario to get the best of both worlds despite having taken that casualty. But that's about all we've got planned for there, so we will just hit a minute and we'll watch some of these mortar rounds come in. Hang on. What? Is that just someone shooting? Let's see what hit this thing. You, with your Sten gun, taking pot shots. Presumably, they're retreating German. Okay. Fine. If you draw the ire of a Stug, that's not going to end particularly well. Let's actually just reposition our viewpoint a little bit. Considering that's probably better. So we can see our guys flanking around, but we get a slightly better view of what's happening in here. It's a reasonable shot. Some of these ones, yeah, there's return fire from the guys in that building. If they do hit at kind of ground level just beside the building, a little bit dangerous. They can cause casualties to guys in the ground level, so probably the best scenario we can hope for. Well, aside from a random shot that accidentally takes out a Stug. Well, that was close, but not close enough. Unfortunately, he stopped medicing to take that shot, so you'll have to start that again. Yeah, that might do some damage. Certainly our teams are all managing to push around without attracting any fire. Oh, that's reasonable. Where's our Piet is? He's making his way. Ain't not too much to really look at on the replay there. Lighten up your orders slightly. Here. There. You're probably going to be pretty knackered. We want you to, as quick as you can, get around to this side. Really ideally before the mortar barrage ends, just so that we can keep the guys as suppressed as they're going to be. Quick check what we're looking at in terms of ammo. 28. So we're probably another couple of minutes before it's going to end, which should have bought us enough time just to get everyone around to the side. Yeah, see, that might do some damage if there's people in here. So we've not seen that HMG team rear their head again, which means potentially they've relocated. Or it means they could have gone downstairs, in which case these near misses might be giving us some good benefit even. And even these direct hits won't actually cause casualties to guys in the second story. Oh, guys, I'm a Stug again. Oh, that's going to help us at the minute. He's now medicing, which is good. Means he will get a Piet. Oh, well, he might get a Piet, I should say. No, as anticipated, no contact around here. Okay. Piet team, which are still okay. We're making their way around. Continue to push up with this flanking force. And gather ourselves in. and decide where we're going to go from there. Road. Back. On. We have just enough mortar fire to get these guys across. Check what rounds we got left. 4 plus what's in the tube, so half a minute or so of fire, something like that. No, I don't want you. So these guys, we know they don't have any HE rounds left, but they do have smoke. And one thing I would quite like to do is drop a bit of smoke here once, and we're kind of at the. I want you to do it straight away. Do your pods as well. So I want you to drop smoke. Start now, because it'll take you a bit of time for them to actually take effect. And then I'm going to get these guys to actually push across the road. That'll open up more angles than the guys in the house. And if we ever do manage to get rid of this stug, then we can also bring some more firepower up into this position with the angles. I'm going to say I want to move you off after 30 seconds. Barrage is finished. Bring you eventually down around this side of the building. If we can't more fire in from this angle on the kind of next story down. If we're not up there, and there's a good chance they're going to be in the base. Okay, I think that's a set up for the next minute. What's that? Oh, I didn't give them a pause order. I meant to give them a pause order. This could backfire if we get a wayward mortar shell. Or indeed if, I mean, there's almost no point in the smoke now, so that's a bit of error on my part. But one error I have got away with, which is nice. Okay. Oh.
Hello, round complete. End of mission out.
That is my target on the 30. Oh, we actually have got an injury there. Was that from the mortar shell? Surely not. Oh. But, not only have we got an injury, is that the machine gunner? I don't know. Looks like it. So you can see a little bit of it sticking out there, and the fact that he's got a rifle means we may have just taken out the MG that was in that building. Does mean if he ever finishes doing his medicing, he might do one day, then he will have a clear shot at the front of that bug. Oh, we have taken a casualty though. And yeah, the smoke's probably now getting in the way more than anything else. Come around. No additional spots. It's making his way over. Oh, we have a spot. We have one man taking a shot at us as well. Who has got eyes on him? Squad. Okay. We'll keep pushing round. Taking to cross. Good. Okay, let's move into command phase. So, no, there's guys there. So let's take, say, this squad. You get your way around. Come into here. And these guys as well. We can't do something about that chap. In fact, let's just stack them up. Can't get a lot of lead downrange. We now have kind of eyes back. I'll move him right up into. Yeah, in fact, I might give him someone with a few more eyes. You know what? In fact, let's take you in there and bring you down to help support down here. Seems reasonable, and hopefully we can kind of clear this chap out before our P8 team heads down the road. So there. Meanwhile, Bren's moving around. We have made it across the road to here, which is good. Going to get you guys to cancel your fire, which seems to have already done, but let's... Nope, that's good. Next challenge might be actually trying to get the chaps that are holed up in here. Not really sure how we want to deal with that. Probably not a lot we can do until Stug has been dealt with. I'd really like you to medic. I'm going to give you a target arc. So don't shoot anyone. Hopefully that means you'll pick up that P8. Okay, I think there's nothing for it. We're just going to kind of hit the next minute. See if we can get some more some rounds to bear on this chap. Oh, apparently these guys took fright simply from his being under fire. Some returning fire. Okay. He's still on the go. Hopefully we have plenty of people over here that can see him. One people. They've just got rifles, but we do outnumber them, so hopefully that goes into our advantage. Finally, we're putting shots here. Oh, we have another contact. Right at the back here, we've got a spotter of some description. I'm hoping, given the close range, that we can take care of that. Oh, he has dropped away. And he has been killed. Which is good. Okay, so we might... I think it was just an MG burst from somewhere. Sounds it. Didn't see the rounds, but definitely sounds it. Meanwhile, sorry to jump around quite so much, but we've got another chap up on his feet. Oh, okay, not a machine gun, but it is an automatic weapon. That is something to be wary of. Thankfully, we do have our own Sten in on the action. In fact, I'm gonna next time move him down a square so he can get in on this as well. Really see if we can't take those two guys out. Okay, let's go back to the action. Another spot. Still got the chap. Oh, this is a different chap. We saw a rifleman before. We now see someone with MP40, so we know there's two of them there. And we've now seen another man cowering, so hopefully he will get taken out pretty quickly. There, see his icon disappear. Is that gone? So I'm hoping that was the what these guys are doing, just a bit shaken, but okay. Okay, so we've taken out the 2 gyros at the back, which is good. Got these 2 to try and deal with, which sounds like it's going to be more challenging. We do have a reasonable number of automatic weapons. Check if that was a casualty at the end there. So 2 things I want to check is when was our last spot of these guys? Oh, excellent. Okay, so automatic weapon man's gone down, so it's just rifleman left. That's really good. Okay, that is good. Yeah, this man will have met his demise. Oh, it looks like from a... Place your grenade, place your machine gun. Let's see what happens with him. That he goes down, or does he go to ground, or does he become a casualty? Let's hope for the latter, eh? Yes, he does become a casualty. So there is potentially 1 rifleman that we know of in here, and that may be it. Is good. Now, ways into this little area, because we can actually get in here. And we haven't seen... We know there's guys in this building, but they shouldn't have line of sight, so we could almost sneak our pit team all the way, essentially, to here. And then we could also bring some guys in if we want to take out this position. We are a bit shy on time. Guys are lagging it. Okay, let's go in the command phase. Yeah, they are tiring, which is understandable. Yeah, I want you guys keep legging it. Probably about here. Is that going to give you enough for the shot? Maybe not. I don't want to... I don't know how many chances we'll get. But it's a fair way, to be fair. I think these guys are going to be absolutely knackered when we get there. Also, pretty sure they shouldn't be able to see me. There's no windows, so we shouldn't be able to see for anyone in that building. Okay, it's good. And then it's just how do we want to take care of this guy. Maybe hiding behind that that line of sight. Gets this guy to dash across and target in there. I don't know how sensible that is. Depends how good this sniper guy is and how suppressed he is. Maybe the thing to do is I'll get him to keep putting some lead down. Then we've got in ways of lines you can target. Just bring this team over. Don't like that. Ideally you just bring some guys up into here, but obviously there's a slight fly in that ointment. I mean, we do a massive number of them. We could just try and push forward, but I don't want to take too many unnecessary casualties. We are also running out of time. So, one thing I would also like to prepare for, probably trying to push into that building, potentially using some smoke. These guys' job are done, so I'm going to get them to come round, essentially around to like here. And then we can always drop some smoke there and get these guys to push in. And take out the guys in that building. It also should give us some angle of fire onto these. Right. Brain gun sitting doing a whole heap of nothing. Bring them round to get involved in the action as well. No, we do want to keep one here. Do that, split the difference. Taking it round, you're just keeping a lookout. You're now moving in to put some fire on this building, and hopefully we can see what's there. We want to decide how aggressive to be on this chap. Alright, I'm going to take a quick cut in. I'm gonna have to ponder time and aggressiveness before I make a decision. And I'm back, and this is actually the third time I'm back. So so I'm quite glad I've got this. I took that pause and put this save in at the 6-minute mark, because now at the 2-minute mark and at the 3-minute mark, I've had 2 crashes to desktop, which I've really not experienced that at all much playing this game. So it's pretty frustrating. So I might have to do something ridiculous, like play a couple minutes and then throw in another quick save, just to try and avoid it, because it's getting pretty infuriating. Both times made reasonable progress, but I'll not talk too much about it and try and kind of talk as it comes up. It's a little bit frustrating. So I know for a fact that, for example, he's unable to target the first story from there, so that's why we've got scooch forward. I suppose on the plus side, this will be the 3rd time I get to blow up a stug, so that's always nice. Assuming it goes well this time. I'll probably try and get through it a bit quicker just in case it does happen again. But for now, let's just... before I push on, the decision I made was to bring these guys down to here, put in some suppressive fire, and hold off pushing forward with these guys until next turn. I've also swung these 2 units around and in to act as a bit of another team to kind of come up to this hedgerow eventually and help clear out these buildings. Let's push on. So I don't expect too much to happen in this minute. So yeah, 2 crashes to desktop. Pretty frustrated by that. And first time round, when I got down to the 2-minute mark, I think there was a sum total of about 3 Germans left on the map. So I was that I was aware of anyway, feeling within touching distance of success. So yeah, incredibly frustrating and pretty rare in this game actually. Seems to be becoming the mission that never ends. So again, not expecting too much to happen. We did get the spot on this chap. Let's see exactly where he is. He's over here and firing. Okay. I need to adjust their target a little bit. Okay. Make sure he doesn't hit my Piat team. Terrible spot to take a knee, but thankfully no ill effects. Finally looks like he's not suppressed, but he's crawling on the ground. Okay. Can you see him? No. So who can see him? These guys. Do I just want to shoot him from here? Probably not, to be honest. Probably want to actually kind of come around to here. Do something like that. So we'll leave a couple of guys here shooting him and a couple will sprint forward. Hopefully this guy rounds down without being in the way. We'll see how it goes. Varying success each time. Meanwhile, yeah, you're still a minute or so. There'll be not this minute, but next minute by the time you get a round in, you are quite happily pushing on. I'm gonna get rid of that waypoint until you just come over here, which will quite happily probably do it. Okay, and then we'll just kick on again. I'm not expecting to. I say not expecting too much actually. This interesting to see if he gets any more shots off. Still just kind of crawling around. No, he has popped up. This is dangerous for us since we're pushing in. Might take a casualty here. Oh, I forgot to cancel his order. That's very dangerous for my guys. Have made it in, and he has gone to ground, so that's positive. Oh, and we've also... hang on, I'll throw a quick pause in here. We've also got... I thought we'd save people in this building. We don't. His icon confused me. Okay, we'll come back and we'll let it play. If we can't take the kill shot. Oh, he is getting shots off. That's dangerous. Oh, that's not how I would have run, but okay. Interesting, he's still going for the guys back here. Right, come on, someone put him out of his misery. This is excruciating. They've all moved up here. I wonder if they've still got sight of him. Ah, that's the... apologies. Double click there, it threw me right out of whack. That's what I want. Yeah, they definitely have sight of him. He is being infuriatingly stubborn, okay. I mean, 30 meters away. You definitely outgun him, just take this fool out. In fact, you can see him. You also take him out. Can't see him. I'll get you to stop actually. Get you to kind of move forward and help us eventually clear out the rest of the place. Okay, these guys are in there. So next turn we should get the Piat having a pop at the Stug. Good. Right, next minute, so hopefully all going well. All I want to see here is this guy go out of his misery and this Stug up in a puff of smoke. Come on lads, there's only one of them. Guys aren't even firing. Oh, someone's popped up. No, marked down again. That's nice. Penetration, lower hull. On fire. That looks like it's dead. It's good. Oh, and the guys are out and running. Perfect. Wonder where he's going to end up. Oh. Now have eyes. What's happening in here? The machine gunner. Range. It looks like the building's on fire. Not seen that before. Okay. And this guy is stubbornly refusing to die. I'm not best pleased with. But okay, that was excellent. Let's go back and... actually, the minute is not over yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Keep going till the end. One of these guys might still find their courage. Spoing, 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 spoing. Come on, guys. Wild. Okay. Let's not go on. Let's... watch this again. Stug that has pained me for so long. With... oh, I'm too far forward, hang on. It's not a tiger, mate, it's a Stug. Chillax yourself. Bang. And then presumably the guys all survived bailouts. We get one. Just one. Alright, so there's one guy left. Fine. Let's jump to command phase. So, this is time we're going to push for taking out this building. Target smoke. 30-second pause, and get yourself in. Same for all these guys. Plan is between the smoke and the weight of numbers. We can take out whoever's here. Again, charging into urban buildings is going to probably result in some kind of casualties, which never ideal. Behind, if I pause on you as well. Not running out madly in front of everyone else. Seems to come up and support against the remaining Germans in this complex. Meanwhile, you please push up. Pretty upset if we take this guy out. I really need to get these guys forward, to be honest. Alright, so what I might actually have to do, is, again, slightly uncomfortable, is rely on this rifle team. Take out that guy. It's a bolt. And get him to come. We do need to take out whoever's left in that building a minute. Plus whatever added time we get. May not be very much. We do this, these guys will push forward and take out him before friends turn up. That's I feel like I'm gambling on everything here. Okay, let's see how it goes. They're up, they're going forward. Over the fence, come on, take a shot. A shot. Excruciating. Oh, they're throwing grenades. Another grenade, hasn't taken them out yet. Come on. Another grenade. I can't believe this guy's not out. Right, we've got another spot in this building. Of... what's that? Machine gun and rifleman. Two Germans in there. This guy's taking a whole bunch of grenades. And we finally get the spot in here. Of a man hiding against an MG tripod. Okay. See, yeah, this is the dangerous bit. Because these guys have caught up and you've just thrown some grenades wildly and not taken this dude out. I'm not quite sure what happened there. Alright, please say you'll stop and shoot him. Oh, this is getting awkward. Really awkward. Well, that's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Ah. Right, what blew this thing up? An onboard explosion? Okay, we took care of those guys pretty successfully. I think we're about to lose essentially all the rest of our Bren teams. Because they're just ignoring the guy who's standing here shooting them, and these guys cannot shoot for toffee. Oh, and they've surrendered. I was not expecting that. She's just saved at least one life. Wow, okay. We take pulpit. because plenty of them casualties. Yeah, we did not do well on unfriendly casualties. So we lost 33 men. We still had 58 okay. I do not feel like I had nearly 60 men running around at the end there. What did we start with then? 90? 100? Lost about 30%. Not great. Although of those 33, you know, we talked about the 8 we lost in one turn, and then the 5 from the unsuppressed sniper. So there's 13. So it's just under half my casualties were definitely tactical errors I could have avoided. All for 24 Germans and a Stug. So, I never did take out this heavy machine. Oops, sorry, this heavy machine gun fully. Yeah, they still had a whole bunch of people left alive in here, just pinned. It looks like we got the we did get the kill on the 2 guys in there. This guy, bane of my existence. 11 enemy casualties. Whoa! So this tank hunter team was the one that was up here and got this 8, and then has picked up a couple more. That's crazy. So we've got 5 casualties. That would be from the mortar round. So we did actually do a bit of damage with that. That is nice to see. Probably not many casualties for other people. Let's see. Did this Bren? 1. Okay. Casualties here. So, yeah, how do I feel this went? Well, it's hard to say because, as discussed earlier, I got a massive advantage in running this again with the knowledge of where some of these guys were, and the fact that this was empty, allowing me to commit a flank, which I don't think I really had time for to do the traditional way of kind of scouting that out. That being said, what I think this really has been an excellent example for is how difficult it is to dig out kind of infantry, especially infantry with plenty of machine guns, from heavily defended positions, especially urban positions, with a purely infantry force with no real combined arms. I mean, sure, we had this Bren carrier was about all we had. Because, you know, if we had either of the Churchills from the first mission actually accompany us into this, it would have been an entirely different story. You know, a couple of HE rounds would clear out entire buildings at a time, and yeah, this mission would have been infinitely easier. And while the Stug would definitely been a threat, we've been fairly confident in where it is pretty much the entire mission. So we could have easily avoided that with our tanks, and yeah, definitely wiped out some of these positions a whole lot easier. Especially once the Stug kind of retreated back in there and we'd eyes on, it opened up really our availability to flank quite wide with the vehicle. Anyway, lots of ifs and buts. So yeah, pleased that we got the victory in the end. Really annoyed that I did have to have another crack at it, but I'm glad that it keeps on track with the campaign as a whole. We're now going into the kind of 3rd mission of the first series. It's going to be, I think it's going to be tough. I don't know what the mission is, but we have we were pretty beat up C company from mission 1, and now we've got a pretty beat up D company from this mission. So I don't know what our kind of fighting strength is going to be like. But that said, this video has gone long enough. I think it's coming up on 50 minutes now. I'll add it in. I suppose thanks for sticking with it. I hope you did enjoy it. Yeah, I'll be sure to get our next video up in a couple of days with the next mission. We'll have a look at that. Just a bit of a side note, as I said, I had been live streaming this thus far, but I think I'm going to mix up and just continue with the pre-recorded format. I think a game like Combat Mission actually lends itself much better to being able to occasionally take stock, and I can throw a cut in a video and take a few minutes to think about what's going on, and without having to do all that live, and without the kind of need to kind of keep the action rolling in my likes for live stream environment. So I'm probably just going to keep going the pre-recorded stuff and stream some other additional content on Twitch. Do just like the Combat Mission, then stick around on YouTube and you will be seeing more of it. But that's me for just now, so thanks for watching. I'm Rec187 and I will catch you in the next one.